Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why we're doing this?
Because it's good.
Yeah.
For stretching.
For stretching. Anything else?
To relieve all the stress on our body.
That's right. And in our minds, right? So tonight is not going to be a power yoga class. It's not going to be like a crazy workout or anything like that. It's going to be nervous system regulation, breath work. We're going to do a movement practice, and then it's going to be followed by a little bit of a meditation, yoga nidra, visualization at the end. And so just before we start and kind of get into this, I want to talk about the nervous system a little bit quickly. Does anyone know anything about the nervous system? Yeah?
You like just control it. It's like your brain.
Yeah, so there's we have our central nervous system, which is our brain stem and our spinal cord. And then the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system is part of the autonomic nervous system. And that's our fight or flight is the sympathetic. That's our stress response, right? So that's when we step into action, adrenaline kicks in, when you're go, 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 that's our sympathetic nervous system. And then the parasympathetic nervous system is our rest and digest. So that's where we need to calm down and settle in, and that's kind of what we're doing here tonight, is kind of getting you into that mindset of being calm, getting you to down-regulate your nervous system, and rest and digest. Okay, so yes, it's good to be doing all the strength training and doing all the skills and everything like that, but it's also important to do the mobility stuff, the flexibility, agility, and down-regulate our nervous systems. Okay? So yoga is one tool and one way to do that, to downregulate the nervous system through breath and through movement. So that's what we're going to do here tonight. So taking a tall seat, we're going to start with a little bit of a grounding practice and some breath work, and then we'll get into a movement practice. So everyone come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. So your legs can be crossed, extended out in front of you. Sitting on a bolster, if you have a bolster, it just helps to open up the front of your hips. No, what you're sitting on right there. Oh. Yeah. So just take a moment and look around the room, and I want you just to notice everything around you. So just notice the space that we're in, the people around you. Good. Okay. And notice yourself sitting on the mat, sitting on the bolsters. And then I want you to close your eyes. And take a few moments to disconnect from everything that you were doing before this practice. And not worrying about anywhere that you have to be or anything you have to do after this practice. And so you might notice that just by closing your eyes is already offered a little bit of calmness or relaxation to your body. So all day long we're getting sensory information through our eyes. And then when we close our eyes, we have this introspective awareness of noticing what's happening inside the body. So take a few moments and just simply notice how you're arriving this evening. So notice the thoughts that are happening in your mind. And perhaps you were anxious about coming tonight, or excited, or scared, worried. Just notice any emotions that are showing up. Without wanting to change or shift anything, just noticing how you're arriving. And starting at the crown of your head, the top of your head, I want you to do a body scan all the way from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And scanning over your body, noticing if you're holding tension anywhere. Notice if you're frowning or clenching your jaw. Noticing if you feel tension in your neck, your shoulders, your torso. Bring your awareness all the way down through your hips, your legs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And then bring your awareness back up to your breath, and I want you to simply notice the in-breath and the out-breath through your nose. And see if you can feel the cool air coming in through your nose, and the warm air as it leaves your nose. And see if you can tell if your breath is fast or slow. Or does it feel shallow or deep? Does it feel like it's only going in your chest, or does it feel like it's going all the way down into your belly? Notice if it feels easier to inhale or easier to exhale. And start to deepen your inhale. So see if you can follow your breath in through your nose all the way down to your belly. And if you want, you can always place one hand or both hands on your belly. And see if you can feel the feedback of your breath as you inhale. As you inhale, feel your belly expand. If you have your hand on your belly, you might feel the palm of your hand rising as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel your belly sink in towards the base of your spine. And slowly starting to deepen each inhale and lengthen each exhale. On the top of the next inhale, take a pause. Just hold your breath for a couple counts. And exhale, let your belly sink in towards the base of your spine and taking a pause at the bottom of the exhale. And then moving into something called box breathing. So you can picture a box with 4 even sides. We're going to inhale for 4 counts. Hold a retention of breath for 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. And hold a retention of breath for 4 counts. Okay, so inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Counting on your own, do that a couple more times. Inhale for 4. Nice and slow and steady inhale and slow and steady exhale. Do one more round. breath to come back to a natural rhythm of breathing in and out through your nose when you've completed that cycle. And just notice if there's been a shift. Notice if you've softened those places of tightness. Notice if you feel a little calmer inside. Simply by slowing your breath down, bringing awareness to your breath. If it's shifted any part of your nervous system or your energy, your thoughts. And then in your own time, just opening your eyes. And then coming off the bolsters and make your way onto your back. So I hope everyone can see me. Lying down on your back, take your arms above your head, laying down on your back, and extend your legs straight out. And we're going to take one big cleansing breath cycle in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, and do that one more time. Take a deep inhale and exhale. We're going to walk both feet to the right corner of your mat, and you're going to walk your shoulder blades and your arms to the right corner of your mat. So you're in this banana shape, like a side moon pose. And you're staying on your back. And you can always take your right hand around your left wrist. And you can take your left ankle and cross it over your right ankle if you want. Just notice how that changes the sensation and the stretch. And keep your left hip bone pinned down to the earth. Breathing in through your nose, see if you can expand your left lung, left rib cage. So you're creating space on the left side of your body. Expanding all those intercostal muscles between the ribs. And then making your way back through center, bring your shoulder blades and your arms back through center and bring your feet back through center. And then take both feet and walk them around to the left corner of your mat. And you're going to take your shoulder blades and your arms around to the left corner of your mat. Keeping your right hip bone pressed down into the earth. And then you can take your left hand around your right wrist. You can always cross your right ankle over your left if you like. And now see if you can send your breath into the right side of your body. Breathing and expanding your right rib cage, your right lung. Creating space in the right side of your body. And then come back through center when you're ready. Keep your left leg extended on your mat and take your right knee into your chest. So you can hug your knee in with your hands and circle your ankle. And circle the other direction. And then if you have your strap, you can put your strap around your foot and you're going to come up into a hamstring stretch. So if you have your strap, you're going to place it around the sole of your foot and pull down on the strap, hugging your shoulder blades into the spine. If you don't have a strap, you can just have your hands around your hamstring or your calf. And then pulling the strap towards you or your leg towards yourself. then take your left hand out to the side, taking both straps with your right hand, and you're going to open and guide your leg open out to the side. Keeping that left hip bone on the ground. Trying to keep your left leg straight. Only go as far as you can. And then pulling that leg back up, taking the straps with your left hand, take your right arm up to the side and guide your leg across your body, coming into a spinal twist. And then once your leg is over there, see if you can just let go of the strap and take both arms out to the side. You can always bend your knee if it's too intense with a straight leg across your body. So we're going to take our right arm and inhale, you're going to bring your right arm up and over to meet your left. And then you're going to exhale, open into a spinal twist, taking your head to follow. Ready? And again, inhale and exhale. Moving as slow or as fast as you like, making sure that you're linking the movement of the breath with the movement of your body. One more inhale, one more exhale, and then bring that leg back up and over, and just drop your strap by your side, and bring both knees, you're going to bend your knees so they're at a 90-degree angle. You're going to take your right hand and find your left hand to your right toes underneath your left leg. You might need to look up if you need to see this. And then you're going to draw that knee down to the earth. Okay? Holding your toes, draw your knee down, and then you can take your right hand and pull in gently into with your left knee. Come back up through center. Good. Okay, so now we're going to take the right leg and send it down, and you're going to take your left knee into your chest, hugging it in with your hands, circle your ankle. And circle the other way. And then using your strap around your foot, come up into a hamstring stretch. You can always just take your hands behind your hamstring. Make sure that you're extending the other leg down on the ground. Take your right arm up to the side, take the strap with left hand, and open your leg out to the side. Good. Open, keeping that right hip bone pressed down into the earth. Good. back up and over, and taking the strap with your right hand, take your left arm out to the side, and then guide that leg across your body, coming into a spinal twist. And try and open that arm out to the side, and let go. And then let the strap go, release the leg down, wherever it lands. Take both arms out to the side, opening your chest. And then take your left arm, inhale, bring it over to meet the right. And then exhale, open spinal twist, and take your head to follow. Good. Trying to go all the way out to the side. Inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring the leg back over. Tuck both knees up into 90 degrees. And we're going to do the other side. So right hand, find your left toes. Yeah, and then draw the knee down to the earth. And then you can pull your knee in. Taking your hand, you can guide that leg across your body, coming into a spinal twist. Okay, come back through center, and then take both knees into your chest, and just rock side to side. And rock hands underneath your knees, rock forward and back, coming all the way up if that feels comfortable on your spine each time. And then come all the way up and over onto all fours. Okay, so move the pillows off move them on to the sides. Okay, so untuck your toes so the tops of the feet are grounded down through the mat and press through the palms of your hands. And we're going to do cat-cow. So inhale, arching the spine, glide the shoulder blades towards each other, lift your head towards the sky. And then exhale, press through the palms of your hands around your spine, tuck your tailbone. Flexion, extension of the spine, a couple more times. Inhale and exhale. Do one more. Okay, bringing the spine to neutral, take your right hand behind your head, elbow bent. We're going to inhale, open elbow to the sky. And then exhale, pull your elbow down towards the other elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. On your next inhale, take your full arm up. Extension, fingertips to sky, looking towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to weave it underneath your left arm. Bring your head down to the earth. And again, two more. Inhale, and exhale, come down. And one more. Inhale, and exhale. Come up to neutral. Same thing on the other side. Taking your left hand to the back of your head. Inhale, lifting your elbow to sky. Exhale, drawing elbow to elbow. Inhale and exhale. Full extension. chest. Spinal rotation of the thorax, and then coming down to the side, stretching the back of the shoulder. Making sure you're breathing, not holding your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Last one. And then right foot back. With the toes planted, rock forward and back through the ball of your foot. Okay, so you're stretching the Achilles, the calf, the sole of the foot. And then pause as if you're trying to press the heel down to the earth. And then take that right foot up and over the left. Keep the toes tucked and look over your left shoulder towards your heel. You're stretching all the way through the right side of your body again. And come back through center. Same thing on the left side. Take the left leg back, rock forward and back through the ball of your foot. And then press the heel down. Lift the left foot up and over. Keep your toes tucked. Look over your right shoulder towards your heel. And come back through center. Good. Tucking both toes, cover your knees, and push back into down dog. So you're going to press up, pushing your hands into the earth, and walk your feet out one at a time. So you can kind of swivel your hips, give your head a little shake so you're not holding any tension in your neck. Releasing any tension in the soles of your feet and your calf muscles. And then press your left heel down to the ground, bend your right knee. Getting a deep stretch through the calf muscle and the hamstrings and Achilles. And then press down through the right heel, bend your left knee. And then press down through both heels. On our next inhale, you're going to shift forward into a high plank. Taking an inhale here, and then exhale, rock back. And just do that one more time. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. This time you're going to inhale, shift forward, and lower your hips and untuck your toes. So we're stretching the front of our bodies, our chests, our tummies. Good. Tuck your toes. Exhale, push back into down dog. And do that one more time. Inhale, shift forward, lower your hips, untuck your toes. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your hands by your chest, and you're going to inhale, lift through your chest. Inhale. And exhale, lower. And then tense your fingers on either side of your mat. Inhale, lift through your chest. And exhale, dip your right shoulder to the center of your mat. So we're stretching in front of the shoulder and the chest. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder to the center of your mat. One more on each side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So from here, we're going to extend that left arm straight out from your shoulder. Yeah. And then we're going to roll the body over towards that arm. Broken knee. Yeah. So you can take that top leg and you can either plant the foot or bend the knee back. So we're stretching through the front, the flexor and the quad. Relax your head on the ground. arms straight out. And roll the body over. Again, planting this foot, or you can bend the knee. Good. And open through the hip flexor and the quad. Relaxing your head. Come back to the center. Bring your hands by your chest. And then put yourself up onto all fours. Big toes together, knees wide. And sit back in extended child's pose. Just releasing the low back. Sit back onto your heels. Widen your knees. Make sure the toes are untucked. Letting the forehead come down into the earth, reaching your arms forward. Try and sit your sit bones right down onto your heels if you can. And then coming back up onto all fours, tuck your toes, cover your knees, and push back into down dog. So we're going to take our right leg up in the sky. You can inhale, and then we're going to step our right foot to the outside of our right hand and drop our back knee. So we're kind of in this wide low lunge. Yeah, you can always assist your foot up there. Drop your back knee, and then turn your right toes out. Take your hand on the inside and open your head. You let your head fall back. Yeah. There you go. Take this hand, Henry, on your knee. Awesome. Good. And then come back to center. You're going to heel toe that foot to the center of your mat. And we're going to floss back and forth. So we're going to get a quad stretch, hip flexor stretch. Try to keep this foot planted. And then sit back, peel your front toe up, hamstring stretch. Let your head fall. Go back and forth. So we're going to floss through the hip joint. Inhale, forward. Exhale, shift back, let your head fall. Peel the front toes up. Inhale, forward. Good. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, bring your arms up. And then exhale, a little back bend here. Open through your chest. Okay. Bring your hands to the mat. And then we're going to push back into down dog and do the same thing on the other side. Ground down through your right leg. You're going to take your left leg up, inhale, and then step to the outside of your left hand and drop your back knee. Untuck your back toe. Okay, turn those left toes out, and then open your head. You can take your left hand on the inside of your knee, let your head fall back. And think about sliding that right knee back a little bit so you're more so on the fleshy part of the thigh than the kneecap. Good. And then come back to center with that foot, bringing it between your hands. Hamstring quad, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, sit back on your heel, peel your front toe up. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Peel the front toes up, let your head fall back. Coming forward, tuck your back toes. Inhale, bring your arms up. Good. Bring your hands back to the mat. And then we're going to juice up the back knee and step in slightly, but keep your feet staggered. So we come into this pyramid shape. And just let your head hang. Trying to step in a little bit more. Make it more and a little more narrow. And think about scissoring your hips. So you're sending your left hip back and your right hip forward. Trying to square your hips off. And then step all the way forward with that right leg. So we come to the top of our mat. And hold here in a forward fold for a moment. So keep a slight bend in your knees, your chest on your thighs, and just take your arms and cross them with one another and hang. Just releasing any tension in your neck and your spine. Grounding down through your feet, but letting your upper body hang like a rag doll so you're not holding any tension. And then release your arms and take a big inhale. Bring your arms up overhead. And then exhale, forward fold again. Take your left leg, step back into that staggered pyramid. So we're just stretching in the opposite side. And then step forward again with that left leg, keeping a slight bend in our knees. Forward fold. This time, take your arms and clasp your hands together at the small of your back. Keeping your knees bent, chest to thighs. And then if it's comfortable for you, see if you can let your arms float away from your back, opening the front of your shoulders and your chest. Bring your hands back down. Inhale, come all the way out. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, we're going to make our way down onto our mat, and we're going to come into something called a prone twist. So if you have a bolster, if you don't have a bolster, you can try this too. It's just a lot comfier with a bolster. So you're going to be kneeling sideways on your mat. Okay? Your hip is going to be, the bolster is going to be vertical down the middle of your mat, and your hip's going to be facing like along the bolster. Everyone got it? You're kneeling, okay? And so knees stacked, you're going to turn your chest towards the bolster, come down and take your head in the opposite direction. Yeah? Yeah. Cactus your arms on either side of the basement. Try to turn your spine. And just try and relax your arms and practice them along the floor. Relaxing your arms, however. Not very comfy with that posture. So just try and breathe there. Really, really good for the spine. Think about our spine, or anytime we do any twist, it's like squeezing out a dishcloth. So we're squeezing it in one direction, and then when we release it, we allow all this new blood to flow through and circulation. Really, really healthy for our spine. See if you can just close your eyes here and come back to your breath. I'm just noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. Perhaps feeling the breath in the feet, back of the breath on the bolsters. And rise and fall of your chest. And then pushing yourself up nice and slow. And we're going to do the same pose in the other direction. So you're just going to swing your knees around in the other direction. Come onto the other hip. And then turn your chest towards the bolster, coming down through center. Take your head in the opposite direction. And then cactus your arms, relax them on the earth. And closing the eyes. Allowing the spine to twist. And see if you can just let go of any tension here. See if you can just let the body relax into the bolster, relax into the mat. Notice the in-breath and the out-breath. One more breath here. And then come back up nice and slow. And then make your way into your sit bones. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. And you're going to put the bolster down along your legs in front of you. Okay, and then take your block and you're going to place your block on top of your bolster. You're going to be like this. So if you're really tight through your hamstrings, you can put your block this high. And we're going to start from your crown of your head. So this is going to be flexion of the neck. So we don't want to just round through our spine right away. So I want you to sit as tall as you can and try and make your way down. Just using flexion of the neck all the way down to the block. And then you can eventually work your way down. Okay? So this is releasing from the neck all the way. Sitting as tall as you can. Sorry, parents. And then just letting yourself go and just pause at the top. If you feel a stretch through the neck, hold there for a couple breaths. And then when it starts to feel easy and starts to release, you can change the direction of the block and make it a little lower. And try and keep your legs straight. Try and keep your toes pointing towards the sky. It's not letting your legs fall out to the side, but keeping that extension so you're feeling the stretch through the hamstring. And try and let your hands relax beside you so you're not using them to assist you or using them to balance. Try and let your arms just relax. So we're not leaning back on the arms, let the head fall. You can remove the block from where you are. And take a deep inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. So now you're going all the way from your hips, wherever you land. If your hands are on your shins, your toes, wherever they are. Full flexion of the spine. And slowly rolling up to your spine. bolster back onto your mat, and you're gonna have it vertical, coming down onto your bolster, so let your arms come out to the side, so we're opening through the chest. And so your choice can be knees together, soles of the feet together, or you can extend your legs straight up. So whatever you choose. Close the eyes. Let the arms come out to the side. And see if you can open your hips, soles of the feet together. Eyes closed. And then just sliding that bolster out from underneath your back and place it to the side. And staying on your back, but bend your knees, let your feet come flat to the earth, shoulder width apart. Take your arms down by your side. You're going to inhale, press through the soles of your feet, coming into a bridge pose. And you can let your arms float all the way up and back behind you. And then exhale, lower your hands, lower your hips. Good. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. This time, just lift through the hips into bridge pose and walk your shoulder blades towards each other so you're clasping your hands together underneath your hips. Opening the front of the shoulders and the chest again. Trying to press through the soles of your feet. Lift your hips up as high as you can. Tucking your chin towards your chest, elongating the back of your neck. Release your hands, your shoulder blades, lower your hips down. Take your arms out to the side, palms facing up, and heel toe your feet to the outer edges of your mat so they're a little wider than shoulder width apart. And windshield wiper your knees side to side. Both going in the same direction. Inhaling and exhaling, just releasing any final tension in the hips. Holding both knees down to the right, take your head to the left. And then bringing your knees up and over to the left, take your head to the right. And come back up through center. And then if you want, you can just slide the bolster underneath your knees for comfort. And just make your way onto your back for Savasana. We're going to do a little meditation, quiet time here on our backs, Yoga Nidra. So the bolster can go underneath your knees if you have it. Just close your eyes, settle into stillness. If you want to put your sweatshirt or something over your eyes, you're welcome to do so. closing your eyes, covering your eyes. And the palms can be facing down or your palms can be facing up. And once you've made yourself comfortable and settle into stillness, just taking a few moments to notice how you're feeling. So now there's no doing. I just want you to let go and just be still. There's no thinking. There's nothing to do. Just allow yourself to settle into your mat. And take a moment to notice all the parts of your body that are making contact with your mat. And bring your awareness now to your face, and I want you to scrunch your face up into a ball. Squeeze it as tight as you can. And then release. And then clench your jaw. And release. And squeeze your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Squeeze them as tight as you can. And release. And then making a fist. And release. And squeezing your quads as tight as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. And squeezing your toes. And release. And bringing your awareness to your right hand. And all your fingers. Your right forearm. Your upper arm. Your right shoulder. And then bring your awareness to your left hand, your left fingers, your forearm, your left upper arm, and your left shoulder. And bring your awareness to your right leg, your thigh, your knee, your right calf muscle, your right foot, your right toes, and bring your awareness to your left leg, your left quad, knee, left calf muscle, left foot, left toes. And bring your awareness to your jaw, your teeth, your tongue, bring your awareness to the back of your body and all the parts of your body that are making contact with the mat. And bring your awareness to the front of your body. picturing the back of your body and picturing it being heavy, almost like it's sinking into the earth. You were trying to reach or lift your leg up or your arm, it would almost feel hard. Just feel this sense of sinking into the earth and heaviness. And bring your awareness to the front of your body and feeling lightness. A sense of spaciousness and openness. As if your body can almost float up towards the earth or towards the sky. Just noticing and observing that you can hold both of these, heaviness and lightness, in your awareness. Noticing your entire physical body. And bringing your awareness back to your breath. The in-breath and the out-breath. And noticing the flow of breath in your body. Noticing the belly rising and falling. Perhaps noticing the chest rise and fall. And noticing the rib cage expand outside, laterally, in and out with each in-breath and each out-breath. Just noticing how you're feeling at the end of this practice compared to when you came in. Noticing if you feel calmer or relaxed. Notice if you've created space in your body between your thoughts and your mind. Just taking a moment to visualize or set an intention for your night moving forward or your day tomorrow as you go into your game. Just thinking about how you want to feel as you approach your game tomorrow, how you want to show up. How you want to show up for yourself, how you want to show up for your team. Perhaps there's something that you've been working on or struggling with. Whatever that is in your game, see if you can visualize yourself executing whatever it is that you might want to achieve, or maybe you're struggling with, or you want to work on. And take a moment to visualize that for yourself, you executing that exactly how you want to execute it. What does that lived experience feel like? With all of your senses, seeing yourself do it. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? And taking all of your senses into that lived experience. back into your bodies, back into your breath. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just waking your body back up. Doing any stretches that you need to do. And then you're welcome to roll over onto one side. Just pause there for a moment before you come up into seated to close. And when you're ready, making your way up into a seated position. Just bringing the palms together. Good. We'll take a cleansing breath cycle in through our nose and out through our mouth. Ready? Inhale. And sigh, exhale. Namaste. You made it. Yay. You're welcome.
Honestly, I would have never expected them to do that. Which do you guys? I think you guys are better at yoga than basketball.
Did you guys fall asleep? Anyone just fall asleep there? Yeah, better sleep. Amazing. Did you fall asleep too? Oh, no.
No, she's not surprised.